Alright guys, the Punisher Max 17 here, and this is a review for the HMM Canon Tortoise. Now this is a kit I got quite some time back. I picked it up while I was in Korea, and as you can see, it's a custom color scheme I got on it. I did a few little bits of paint work on it, the blue mostly, a couple months ago. Then I got out of the modeling mood for quite some time, and about a week and a half ago I picked it back up and started working on it some, and went ahead and got it finished up. And it is a smaller kit, of course, so that's why it really didn't take all that long. Now, like I said, it is a custom color scheme, and a lot of you may know what it's kind of emulating there, and that is Blastoise. And I just tipped it over a little bit. As you can see, the color scheme isn't spot on, but I feel like it's close enough to have some resemblance there. And now there is one big flaw, I guess you could say, to my kit here, and that is it only has 3 legs. Now there's a bit of a story to that. As I was assembling the kit after I finished painting it, I had everything together except the legs, so I was putting the legs on, and these legs are actually very difficult to get in the socket there, and they're very difficult to move without feeling like it's going to break. And that's one reason I'm not going to do much of a really articulation review, but just kind of features of the kit in this. And while I was putting that back leg in there, it snapped off right at the peg. So I thought, oh, well, you know, that's crappy, but I wasn't too concerned. I figured I'd just glue it into place. So I sat it down while I got some of the other legs on, things like that, and then I went and got super glue. And by the time I got back, I don't know if my cat had jumped up on the counter and grabbed the piece, if I had knocked it down with my hand somewhere or what, but I have been searching all over the house, and I can't find it anywhere. It's been quite a while since I lost it, and just nothing. So right now it's a 3-legged Canon Tortoise, and it seems like every time I try to build a model kit, something like this happens. I don't know why. But now that I explained that, we'll do a 360 view of the Canon Tortoise. And I really love this kit. I think it just looks fantastic. Just the design of it and all that. I've always been a big fan of the Canon Tortoise itself. I have a little bit of a comparison here of the Hasbro Zoids. Now this isn't the Canon Tortoise, but it's the Buster Tortoise, or the Missile Tortoise, as it was called. And this is from the Blocks Fusers line, as opposed to the motorized wind-up line, where the Canon Tortoise was released in Hasbro versions. But I never got my hands on one of those. It just was never released in my area, or at least I never saw it. So this is the best comparison I could give. I know it's not exact, but it's kind of close. So yeah, it's a cool little kit. Just to highlight some little special features on it. This does move separately from the rest of the shell, so you can aim the gun there. And one feature I really like is this right here comes down, and you see it's like a walkway up there for, you know, people who would be inside the tank, not necessarily piloting it, because they would be up here, but just people who would be riding in the tank, and you can see the Zoids cores in there as well. And that comes down on both sides, as you can see. So I actually thought that was a very cool feature. These front legs, they go down and can create kind of a blockade where the turtle is flat on the ground. Like I said, because I'm worried, honestly, about breaking more of those, I don't want to show any of that or do any of that. I actually haven't done any of that just because I have them displayed like this. I also was going to do a size comparison for you guys, because this is a smaller one of the HMMs. So as opposed to my Schneider here, it is significantly smaller. It's about 1/3 of the size of the Schneider, if that, but considerably easier easier to do work on, to put together, to customize, all of that. So that's a size comparison. Let me set my Snyder down over here real quick. And it's reasonably priced as well. I'm not sure if it's in stock at HLJ or Ami or Tatsu Hobby or anything like that, but I got mine for about $40 over in Korea. I know they're about 30-ish, 35-ish on HLJ before shipping, but if you got SAL or something, that's only going to be about $10, $12 more. So they're pretty reasonably priced. You can get them for good prices on eBay too. And I definitely think it's a kit to pick up. It comes in green and brown colors, the standard color scheme, which I had intended to do this in. I intended to make it very militaristic, but I saw the resemblance to Blastoise, or a little bit more Mega Blastoise in this case, with the just one cannon and the shields on the legs, or arms. And I just couldn't pass it up. I thought it was too much of a cool little coincidence to not paint it like that, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So, that is the HMM Canon Tortoise. I hope you guys like it, and I will see you next time.